What's up, guys? Sammy Slaughter here. Welcome back to my channel. And today I am super excited to give you guys a fucking great surprise. Oh my god. Guys, this is one of the most worst movies I have ever seen in my life.
What the fuck?
I'm serious. Like, my top 5 horror movies that were like the most fucked up, I'll say this is like the second one to the bottom. And we're gonna get there in a minute, okay? So stay tuned and get some fucking snacks, guys, and let's get ready for this shit because you guys need to hold on to your fucking hats and let's get fucking ready. Alright guys, so this movie is called Atroz. It's a foreign film. It's in Spanish subtitles, you know, per usual with me. I know you guys are like used to this by now. Come on. So this movie is by far the craziest movie that I have ever watched. I mean, guys, like we're going beyond like penis severing at this point.
Oh, that's nasty.
Like, we're going beyond this. This is how shocked I am with this movie. And you guys know me. I love shock value. That is my thing on this channel. I love shock value. I don't care about paranormal, any of the Hollywood shit. I love it. I appreciate it. But on this channel, we do shock value.
I am shocked. Shocked!
I watch the fucked up horror movies so you don't have to, and you can come to this channel and watch me review them. So, we're gonna get started here. So, this movie is called Atroz. So, what starts with the movie is, it's these two Mexican guys in a car, and they're driving down the road. They hit a woman. It's like a hit and kill type thing. The police catch them, put them in the back of a car, right? You're like, oh, what? Okay, damn, like that sucks. They're probably gonna get like a charge for that. But the detective goes in the car and finds a video camera. I know you guys know where this is going. It is now a found footage film. And I love these. I love the found footage films because they just make it so real for the shock value. The detective finds the video camera in the car and he plays it. And the first clip that he sees on that video camera is a guy that is dressed as a woman in a chair and he's beaten the fuck up. Like, beaten up. Now, I forgot to drop the disclaimer. The disclaimer, guys, if anything you can possibly imagine in this damn movie, okay? And yes, including penis severing, that's in there.
Matter, Butters, you never shoot a guy in the dick.
You guys know this is in there at this point. But there is also, shit. Ew. There's everything in this movie that you can possibly imagine. And I'm sorry for this, guys. Okay, like, I'm reviewing this, so you guys don't have to watch this. You guys can literally watch my review and be like, listen, I stumbled across this movie, and, you know, like, it looked interesting, but, like, you guys traumatize yourselves now by watching it. But, listen, I already watched Sammy's channel, and I've heard of this movie, so now I'm not gonna watch it.
What is going on in this movie, Sam?
I'm doing you a favor, okay? I traumatized myself on this one. I had to pause a few times, and I was like, what am I watching? This is crazy. So, the guy is a cross-dresser, and they're beating him up, and guys, it gets crazy right off the rip. Of course, the guy is scared. Yeah, I mean, he's been abducted and beaten up by these strange men, and he defecates himself. The guy proceeds to scoop it up with a cardboard box and smear it all over him and his wounds, which his wounds are very graphic on his leg, and then the guy that is wiping it all over him proceeds to scoop it and eat it. I had to pause in that part. Anyways, it moves on where they ended up killing the man. Okay, the guy is like vomiting over like seeing the guy like defecate himself, which I guess that makes sense, but maybe you shouldn't have kidnapped someone. Like, what did you think was gonna happen? Like, someone's scared enough, they're gonna, you know, like, You know the scenario, like, I'm so scared I'm gonna shit my pants. Okay, that literally happened. You were like, oh, like, I'm gonna kidnap someone, and you know, like, I'm totally okay. No, bro, you knew what it was. They were gonna be scared and probably shit their pants, and now you're vomiting, and now you're mad. Okay, whatever. Okay, so now we're moving on to the next fucking victim. Guys thought that was bad. This guy goes on now to a strip club, and he is picking up basically like prostitutes that are gonna go home with him. And he picks up this one, and they hook up, and everything's great. He's hooking up with her, they like each other, all this stuff. She's on her period. I know this sounds weird, guys, but this is a main point. Okay, she's on her period, they hook up, she leaves. Okay, they hook up again. She's no longer on her period anymore. This man gets so mad and starts like beating her up. Beating her up. And I mean like really bad. So again, trigger warning. If you guys don't like SA or like anything like that, do not watch this movie. Do not watch this movie. This movie is nuts. And basically is mad at her because she's not on her period anymore. And they did like this weird thing where they like put plastic wrap around their face, you know, like when you wrap up with your chicken, you know, like you made your chicken at the end of the night and you're like, oh, you know, like, oh, well, you know, there's so much left over for the family. I'm going to wrap it up and put it in the fridge for the next day. Yeah, that type of plastic wrap over their faces. I don't know what they were doing. I really don't. But then it's like he like snaps out of it, rips it off of her face, rips it off of his. And then he takes, I shit you guys not, a hedge clippers like this freaking big, and stabs her in the vagina over and over and over and over. And then proceeds to have intercourse with her. And now you're like, what the hell is going on? And all this is recorded. It's like a found footage, as I said. So you're like, whoa, that was intense. Okay, like, why is this man so mad? Like, why is he so, like, why is he like this? Okay, so then it proceeds to go on to the next point, where you see him in the detectives. Why can't I speak tonight? The detective's office, and he's getting questioned by the detectives, and basically they find another videotape where it's showing his childhood as a teenager. So he gets called out in the detective's office, and the tape is now being played. And what's on the tape, guys, if you guys can't take like extreme sexual assault or anything like that, just fast forward. This is pretty crazy, this part. I had to pause in this part too because it was really nuts. So I will give you guys about like probably 3 minutes in to fast forward. So we're gonna start now. So basically what happens is the boy is a teenager, and the father finds gay pornographic magazines in his room. He's very unhappy with this. He's unhappy that his son might be homosexual, and he tells the mother about this. The mother is, you know, I feel like the mother was just going along with the father said because the father seemed very abusive to me, in my opinion. It didn't seem like the mother was abusive. It just seemed like she knew that he was. So she was like, I'm just going to do whatever this man says because I'm going to be the next one who's like not good in this house. So she did whatever he said. And basically they went to a store, the mother and the father, and bought like a gift bag for him, like a you know, like boxes you get on Christmas, like, you know, the box that you get clothes in that nobody wants, you know, like the toys box are, you're like, I know this is a toy, and then you know the boxes are like, I know this is fucking clothes. He got a box of clothes, okay, but it wasn't a box of clothes, okay, it was a box of women's clothing and dildos. Y'all heard me right. A box of women's clothes and dildos. Okay, so he tries to like put the clothes on him and like the woman's wig, and he's like, I don't want this or whatever, and he's showing the dildo to him, and he's like, this is what you want like guys, blah blah blah. And like, you can tell that the kid is super embarrassed. I mean, I would be too, you know, like if I was coming out my sexuality. I mean, I'm bisexual. I would never want that experience with any of my fucking parents or anyone in general. And then it goes on, guys, this is where it gets crazy. The father kicks everybody out of the room and takes, sorry, this is hard for me right now because this movie really, really was hard for me to watch. He takes the dildo and shoves it up his own son's, I don't need to say anymore. Okay, you guys know where I'm going with this. Okay, the kid is crying, but it's hard to watch. It's really hard to watch, and I had to pause it a few times, and I was like, this is fucking nuts. Like, this is crazy. And then I, resumed the film, and it just went on for way too long than I think it should have. And he just, until the boy vomited. Like, I can imagine that's how much pain he was in, where he puked. And that was hard to watch, okay? Now we're going to get on the revenge parts, where that was the hard parts to watch that I just told you guys, even in the past with the girl and everything. But the parts that I'm going to tell you now was sweet revenge that I'm going to tell you now, and I love it. These are the parts that I love in horror movies, especially extreme horror movies. I love when there's the revenge part. The people that got stuff coming to them. And this is where we're going to get into that. So, now, are you guys ready for this? You know that man is super mad now at this point. I mean, his dad just did that to him. Okay, so now he goes and he gets a gun. He shoots some random pedestrian.
Garbage day! Huh? No!
Which I don't know why he does that. I guess he's just freaking angry at this point. I mean, I would be too if that just happened to me with the dildo incident. But he goes home and he ties up his parents with his sister. Not his sister is like kind of like an accomplice with him at this point. I don't know why. We'll get into that in a minute. Ties him up and tells, guys, get ready. Here we go. This is the craziest part I am going to explain. He tells his mother to put on the strap-on dildo. And mind you, you guys just think it's gonna be like a dildo, like normal. What that just happened? What I explained to you guys? No. This man wrapped it in barbed wire.
What is going on in this movie, Sam?
Shit!
He wrapped it in barbed wire. Okay? Told his mother to put it on, and his dad in the butt. Okay? She's like this. She's like crying, everything else, like she's like, I don't want to do this, but I know I have to because my son has a gun at all of us. Okay, so God in heaven help me right now from what I'm about to fucking say. So after that, you see, I don't know why they decided to add this in, the director. I don't know why he decided to do this, but it was very graphic. As the dad has the barbed wire dildo in his butt, they decided to put a camera in on it where you see like the inner side of his butthole.
This is what happens when you fuck a stranger in the ass, Larry.
And like you see it like ripping. I don't know why they did that. Okay, but it was like, I was like this. I was like, what the fuck? Okay? That's not even the worst of it, guys. We haven't even gotten to the worst of it yet, okay? It gets worse. So that happens, right? And you're like, oh God. Like, this guy is like, he's screaming in so much pain. Okay, now you see that the son has cut off his dad's, are you guys shocked? His dad's penis and sewed it onto his mother's badge, cut off his mom's thing, put it on his dad, cut off his mom's upper area and put it on his father. That is what we're doing here. I guess we're doing like Buffalo Bill, Ed Gein type of shit here in this movie.
Who do you fuck with?
I mean, I don't know what we're doing here, but at this point I'm lost and I don't understand why this man is so fucked up. Okay, like I get that experience that you had, but you're on another level right now. Like, you were doing some crazy shit. You need to calm the fuck down. Okay, so all that's happening. Now, obviously the parents are dying at this point. They're bleeding out. Everything's been like rearranged, okay? Him and the sister now are like making out. Sweet home Alabama. And it's like this weird thing that they have together. And I don't know why. But all of a sudden, like, she starts making fun of him because, like, he can't, like, get it up. I mean, why would you get it up for that type of situation? But whatever floats your guys' fucking boat at this point. Like, y'all are already fucked up enough. So, he ends up getting really mad at her because she's like calling him gay again at this point, which his father has done in the past. And he literally slits her throat. And then he's really upset and gets really upset. And then the end of the movie goes where, like, he's still in the interrogation room. And, he's being shown all of this, all of these things, all of the crimes that he's committed up until his childhood video that I just described to you guys. He's watching all of this. And he thinks that his sister has died. The one that he, But at the end, they're like, we have someone, that wants to see you. And it's his sister with, like, cornrows, okay? Like, she's, like, all, like, gangster, man. Like, she's, like, ready to fuck some bitches up. And you see other people previously in the film that have gotten killed that they don't know who did it. It was the sister, and that's why she's in prison. That's the plot twist at the end. You wonder who killed those people in the beginning, but it was really the sister the entire time that was killing those people. And she literally, all you see at the end is her jumping over like this, like an altercation. So you know that she killed her brother. I get that at the end of it. I could be wrong, but that's what I get at the end of it. Guys, it's a crazy movie. I mean, I'm just giving you the basics. I'm not giving you the in-depth graphic detail of it. If you guys are curious enough to go watch it, you guys can. It's on Tubi for fucking free. I don't know why these movies are on Tubi, but I'm not fucking complaining because I fucking love it. A lot of people say, Sammy, why, do you watch all these movies? Because I love shock value. I love the thrill of it. I've been desensitized to horror since I was 5 years old. I watched The Exorcist when I was 5. Nothing scares me anymore. Nothing, makes me look the other way and be like, I look at stuff and I'm like, oh, that was good. But, I want to see fucked up shit. I'm not saying, I'm, into this, but, I like the shock value. It makes me sit in my bed and be like, wow, what did I just watch?
Yeah, we like to get fucked up and do fucked up shit, you know what I mean?
You know what I mean? So, anyways, I am the person that is going to come on here and tell you guys, I am the one who watches fucked up horror movies so you guys don't have to. And that's going to be my slogan from now on because I know so many people out there are like, Sammy, what's a good, really extreme horror film?
What is going on in this movie, Sam?
And I tell you guys, you're like, what's that about? Well, now you guys can come to my channel and fucking watch all my reviews. And this is what I'm going to do here on this channel is I'm going to do extreme horror movies. We'll do a couple mainstream ones. You know, I'm planning on doing a couple mainstream things. But we're going to focus on extreme horror because that seems what my viewers like. They like, you know, the extreme horror. And so do I. I love it too. Just as much as you guys do. And I thank you guys so much for supporting me and subscribing. And don't forget, guys, like, subscribe, and until next time, stay spooky, and I will see you guys soon.